Hey guys, DC here, and I wanted to give you another look behind the curtain as far as YouTube content creation goes. The other day I received an email from YouTube, and in the subject line it reads, "Update, YouTube age restricted your video." And I'm going to read this letter for you guys here. Hi, you can't win if you don't play, which is my channel. We wanted to let you know that our team has reviewed your content and we don't think it's in line with our community guidelines. As a result, we've age restricted the following content: video, Cardbox Games, Apple TV. We haven't applied a strike to your channel, and your content is still live for some users on YouTube. Keep reading for more details on what this means and steps you can take if you'd like to appeal this decision. So I am familiar with the appeal decision and that process. If you haven't seen my video on violent criminal organizations policy, be sure to check that out. I kind of started the conversation there on that video. What age restricted means: we age restrict content when we don't think it's suitable for younger audiences. This means it will not be visible to users who are logged out, are under 18 years of age, or have restricted mode enabled. It also won't be eligible for ads. Learn more about age restrictions. So when you click on the link age restrictions, this is what comes up. Age restrict your own video. And as far as this goes, I've age restricted most of my videos, if not all of them, right? So I'm familiar with restricting my own video. In this case, which is different, is YouTube has put a restriction on my video, through themselves, right? So this is actually coming through YouTube. And so I wanted to kind of just review some more of the information in the policy here. So I kind of come down a little bit and I see some of the elements that are under consideration when restricting your video. So we have violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, sexual content, and dangerous activities, right? So my video, Cardbox Games, it includes none of this. So I pass all of these with flying colors, right? So, I start to dig a little bit more. So I skip this next section here and I go down to this last paragraph. Videos that the uploader proactively age restricts are still subject to YouTube's community guidelines. If YouTube decides a video should be age restricted, a permanent age restriction will be applied. This restriction happens even if the uploader restricted the video. So regardless if you age restrict your video or not, YouTube can put a permanent age restriction on here, or on your video rather. So if we click on that link there, what we get, and I'll let this load up. So when we click on that link, we get more of the guidelines on age restricted content, right? So they're looking for child safety, harmful or dangerous activities, nudity, violence, or vulgar language, which none of my video includes. So I knew that at this moment I may have had a pretty good strong case as far as an appeal goes. After doing my research, I went back over to the link and I found a section where I can appeal. So I went ahead and clicked on appeal here, and what I'm going to do is show you the video of me typing up my appeal and submitting it off to YouTube. So this is the recording of me going into the email and starting the appeal process. I click on the link and it opens up on another monitor, so I just have to go grab that window, drag it over. It opens up my admin side of my YouTube channel, and now we have the submit an appeal window here. Now at the top you'll see it says, before you appeal, please review your content to ensure that it abides our community guidelines. In particular, the section shown below provides supporting details in the box. And right where it says community guidelines, that little paragraph underneath it, that's what they say in the email. So I'm not going to read that again. So, after doing my review, which I just showed you, I started to type up something, and I like the reference a lot of what's in the actual information that we were just looking at. So I start to go ahead and type, and just making sure all the grammar is correct. And I think this is maybe maybe a couple hundred, a few hundred characters that I put together here, so nothing too crazy. And I know what you're thinking. Why would I go through all the hassle to submit an appeal when I already age restrict my content? Well, the reason is I don't know how this may come back to bite me in the future. I'm not sure that YouTube and their analytics team may not hold this against me, when I try to monetize in the future or try to be shown to a wider audience. So that's why I'm addressing this now. I'm not sure how it's going to affect me later on. And I like to keep my channel as clean as possible for when I have a review that will hopefully come in the near future. And I'm just going to jump ahead real quick here. And I'm pretty much done here. And once I'm happy with the final product of my message, I just do a quick little double check on it, and then I go ahead and click submit. And before I get to the response I received from YouTube, I'm going to take you into the admin side of my channel just to show you what it looks like when they have age restricted your video. You'll be able to spot the difference in your restrictions column, and also within the video details you'll see the restriction area. You can see in this section here where it says restrictions, right where it says none, it came up as age restricted. So that's been corrected at this time since receiving my email from YouTube. And when you click into the video, the restriction section has been updated, and it did say age restricted, but now it's been fixed. Now, after submitting my appeal to YouTube, it took about, I would say, an hour or so for them to come to a decision. They sent me this email update, and it reads, "Hello, you can't win if you don't play. We have reviewed your appeal for the following content: Cardbox Games, Apple TV." And by the way, this is just a short, so this is about 20 seconds. After taking another look, we can confirm that your content does not violate our community guidelines. Thanks for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Our goal is to make sure content does not violate our community guidelines so that YouTube can be a safe place for all. And sometimes we make mistakes trying to get it right. We're sorry for any frustration our mistake caused you, and we appreciate you letting us know how this affects your channel. To make this right, we've removed the age restriction on your content. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to us here. Alright, so at the end of the day, I was able to get the issue resolved. That does it for my breakdown on age-restricted content on YouTube and my appeal process. Again, I think a lot of what's going on here with these emails from YouTube, they've been overworked, and they're automatically just sending out community guidelines violations mistakenly. Now, I will shoot YouTube some bail here. Cardbox Games on the Apple TV is very similar to Cards Against Humanity. However, it's very similar to Apples to Apples. So depending on how you play the game, it can have adult content, or it can have content that's meant for everyone. In the case of my video, there's no elements that are worth age restricting. What I'll do is leave a link to this video in either my description or my comments section. That does it for my breakdown. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, you can't win if you don't play. Thank you.